Today in Cannabis News, a U.S. Senate candidate makes history by being the first to publicly consume cannabis as part of his electoral strategy. The Austin, Texas City Council accepts a motion to place an initiative to decriminalize cannabis citywide on the May municipal ballot. And the fate of a medical cannabis legalization proposal in Kansas appears to be at risk after a Republican Senate leader leaves it in governmental purgatory. It's Wednesday, January 19th, and this is your Trichomes Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the Trichomes.com studios in Southern California, it's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, in a video uploaded to YouTube, a cannabis advocate, Gary Chambers, announced his campaign to become a U.S. Senator representing the state of Louisiana. The video opens up with an outdoor scene of Chambers lighting what appears to be a cannabis blunt while sitting in a leather armchair. Since no political candidate for a statewide government position in Louisiana or any other state has ever publicly consumed cannabis as part of a direct electoral strategy, the ad is sure to draw focus. Every 37 seconds, someone is arrested for possession of marijuana. Since 2010, state and local police have arrested an estimated 7.3 million Americans for violating marijuana laws, over half of all drug arrests, said Chambers in the video, adding, "Black people are 4 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana laws than white people." States waste $3.7 billion enforcing marijuana laws every year. Most of the people police are arresting aren't dealers, but rather people with small amounts of pot, just like me. In a statement, Chambers said, "For too long, candidates have used the legalization of marijuana as an empty talking point in order to appeal to progressive voters. I hope this ad works to not only destigmatize the use of marijuana, but also forces a new conversation that creates the pathway to legalize this beneficial drug and forgive those who were arrested due to outdated ideology."
Next up, the Austin, Texas City Council accepted a motion this week to place an activist-headed push to decriminalize cannabis citywide on the May municipal ballot. Ground Game Texas was able to gather sufficient signatures to get the measure on the city's ballot. The council had the option of implementing it as an ordinance without bringing the matter to the voting public, which supporters stated they would have favored, but rather opted to merely permit the proposal to be voted upon. The measure was approved by a vote of 7-3. The petitions for the ballot measure were validated earlier this month by municipal authorities. Governor Greg Abbott declared on the same day as the municipal validation that he doesn't think individuals should be jailed for minor cannabis possession. The measure goes further than that of other local cannabis measures similarly implemented in other Texas cities, such as Dallas. The proposal aims to put a stop to arrests and fines for minor cannabis possession in the state's capital. It further states that fines for cannabis remnants or accessories cannot be issued in place of a possession charge. The proposal also makes it illegal to use municipal resources to acquire or analyze cannabis to see if it matches the state's legality requirements. Because hemp is legal statewide, city police are now responsible for establishing whether confiscated cannabis items are in line with state law.
Last up, the fate of a proposal to legalize medical cannabis in Kansas that was advanced by the state house appears to be at risk after a Republican Senate leader transferred the proposal from one committee to another, potentially leaving it in governmental purgatory, leading to the suspension of proceedings slated for this week. State Senate President Ty Masterson pulled the statewide cannabis policy reform bill from the Senate Federal and State Affairs Committee only days ahead of discussion set to take place this week. The proposal was subsequently sent again to the Senate Interstate Cooperation Committee, which is chaired by Senator Masterson, and where the proposal status is unknown. While medical cannabis legalization in Kansas in 2022 isn't fully ruled out, it indicates that the policy update will have to be done via a different mechanism, such as the state legislature or a ballot initiative, as key state Democratic leaders are attempting. It's now unclear if legislators will be inspired to present a new proposal and attempt to pass it through each floor, necessitating another vote in the House. In recent comments to the Kansas City Star, Masterson sought to downplay aspirations, saying that not a single member of his party had suggested that the subject was important to them.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit trichomes.com.
And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts like Hash It Out, Tech and Cannabis, or the International Cannabis Conversation wherever you get your podcasts. For trichomes.com, I'm Devin Leon.
And I'm RJ Balde, signing off.